Today I'm gonna share 5 must-have products for working moms to help you keep your home clean and organized. Wait, what? Yep, I've been sharing organization, planning, and productivity tips for your work and career for some time now, y'all. It's been 3 years on YouTube. It's time to share some organization and productivity tips for your home too. I love sharing tips for professionals to help you stay organized, feel confident, and be successful every single day. So I'm not going to stop doing that. But I do feel a tug to share beyond career and work life because I always get this question: how do you do it all? To which I always respond, I don't. I don't. And I always get that look like, yeah, okay. And here's the thing, I'm not an expert mother or homeowner, any of that. In fact, having a full-time career outside the home, being a mom, a wife, a homeowner, a friend, having a passion, having a side hustle like this YouTube channel, it's really hard and it's a struggle most of the time. But I've been on a journey to figure out how to manage it all, to feel more at peace. Like I have a little bit of my shit together. And I know, my friend, that you can relate, and you're probably shaking your head like, yes, it is hard. So I'm just going to add more types of videos for productivity, organization, tips, strategies to help you feel organized in your whole life, like home, motherhood, any of that, because we're whole humans, and in order to feel successful in your career and work, you have to feel like you've got things together in other areas of your life too. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like to be a mom, a wife, homeowner, all the things while doing a full-time career outside the home. Let's just share in this together. So let me know if you like this content by giving the video a like or a comment, because I do want to keep creating content that you love, not just what I love. Okay, ready? Let's do it. Okay, here are 5 Amazon products that I've been using to help my home feel clean and decluttered so I can be a happier, more confident mom, wife, homeowner, and career professional. And of course, everything I shared today will be linked in the description below. Okay, product number 1 are these stackable clear storage bins. I'm using them in our front hall closet to stack all of our winter gear, as well as some of my husband's running and swimming gear that he needs when he's on the way out of the house. They come in a couple different sizes. They're the same depth, but they're different heights, if that makes sense. So what I love about them is, number 1, they're see-through, and number 2, they are easily stackable. So even the big ones or the little ones can stack on top of each other because they are the same width or depth. So I used to have these really large cloth bins that were probably a foot tall or deep, and then they were not see-through, so every time we had to go in there, we had to take everything out to see what was in there and look for something, and it ended up in a huge mess. You would have to take that entire bin down, and then sometimes, because it was hard to label them or because they were not see-through, other people's stuff would get mixed into the other bins. So it was just very hard to find anything. So I had 2 goals for these new bins. Number 1 is I just wanted to reduce the amount of stuff that we had. We just had too many things, and I'm so sorry, Grandma. She would crochet my daughter and son these cute hats and mittens and scarves for Christmas, but then we ended up with 20 or 30 pairs because it was so hard for me to let go of them. And I was just like, it's okay, donate those. My kids only need a couple of items each season. So these stackable bins have actually become sort of the container to help me reduce our inventory. So whatever can fit in here is what we're allowed to keep, nothing more. So I use the small ones for my kids stuff. They can usually fit a couple hats and a couple mittens in each one. It's really nice because it allows for duplicates. If for school you have to have one set and then home you want to keep another set. It's also nice if you have fall mittens or waterproof mittens. You need a couple different kinds. We live in Minnesota, so we have all 4 seasons, and so we have to have a lot of different gear. I use the larger ones for the adults or for my husband and I. It's just nice because our stuff is bigger, so same thing. We can fit a couple hats and a couple mittens and a couple scarves in each of our bins. I then took my label maker and labeled it with the person's name and then exactly what goes inside of it, so there's no confusion, this is Mom's bin and my stuff goes here. So we shouldn't be mixing things up, and we should know exactly where to find our stuff. Just opening the closet makes me feel so much better. Right away, at a quick glance, I can tell who needs what, if we're missing anything, or where I need to go to grab something. Before, I just dreaded going in there because I knew that if I needed something, I was going to make a huge mess. Now we are ready to store things for winter, and I'm thinking about maybe swapping them out later on for the summer, maybe putting things we would need in the front entryway when we're on the go, like bug spray or sunscreen. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll make another video on that later. Okay, product number 2 is this clothing rod that I got for our basement slash laundry room. Like I said, we're living in Minnesota, so we have all 4 seasons. So we have like summer, winter, fall, spring, like a variety of weathers. Whatever. So we need clothes for hot months and cold months, basically. And for me, I'm pregnant with our 3rd kiddo, so I've been pregnant a few times. I have different clothes that will fit me right now that won't fit me later as the baby grows. I have non-maternity clothes that I wanted to store outside of my closet. It's just really hard when you have to look through your closet every day and you're like, can't wear that, or that's out of season, that doesn't fit. And so I just thought, let's figure out a solution for this. So I heard of the idea of having a capsule wardrobe, but not like limiting your clothes that much. What it was is just swapping out clothes for the seasons. So having everything in your closet that's applicable for the correct season you're in. So right now it's winter. I need long sleeve things that I can layer, cozy, comfy things. And then for the summer or the spring clothes, like I'm not gonna wear my tank tops or things like that, or like sundresses. So what I could do is take all of the items I'm not gonna wear in this season and put them in this laundry or clothing rack and store them away in our basement so that I don't have to have them just visible in my closet all the time. So this has really helped me with having only what I need in the closet for this season, or what fits me right now, so that I can reduce decision fatigue in the morning. And it's like everything that's in there, it's like, oh, I love all these items, and these are the ones that work for right now. I also got a separate rack for my husband because he loves to wash his dress shirts for work and then just hang them up right away to prevent wrinkles. So this is really nice because our bedroom is actually 2 floors up from our laundry room. Our laundry room is like in the basement, so it's just so much work to carry laundry around when he's just constantly rotating the same dress shirts. So this works really well for him. He takes it out of the laundry and then he can just stick it on the rack, and it's like, oh, there is his work wardrobe. Coffee break. Okay, product number 3 is this BioClean eco-friendly hard water stain remover. Oh, man, this thing has saved my life. We bought this house about 7 years ago, and 5 years ago we decided to remodel the bathroom right before our daughter was born. When we remodeled, we got a glass shower door, and growing up I never had one of these, and I had no idea that we needed to clean it a certain way. So PSA, if you have hard water, it's going to be very hard to get these stains out of your glass shower unless you have the right cleaning products. So after many failed attempts and pretty much giving up for a bit, I finally found something that actually works. So it works insanely well. So here's how you're gonna use it, or here's how I used it. I put a little product on just a normal rag and then took circular motions and rubbed it onto the shower glass, and it was just like magic. It totally came off. I found that it did not take a lot of pressure or elbow grease, and I was weary to use something harder than a regular washcloth because I didn't want to scratch my glass, but I think I could have used something a little more tough, like maybe even a shower scrubby that you can buy at the store. I did wear a disposable face mask while I was cleaning. I probably could have even doubled it up because honestly the smell is super strong when I'm in my enclosed small shower, but it's really a minty fresh cleany smell, so it's not like nasty bleach smell. It's just a very strong cleaning smell. So I'm showing like picture of, I did one side of my shower door and then the other side I left, and you can like either see the towel or not see the towel through, or like see the inside of my shower or not see the inside of my shower. I was mind blown. My husband just thought like we were gonna have a damaged shower forever, and I was like, no, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna like figure something out, and I was able to find it, and I'm super happy about it, so I can't wait to do the other side. I will also share the squeegee that you should be using after your shower to remove the water droplets from your shower door, because how the hard water happens, how the stains happen, is that the water beads will sit on the glass and then the water evaporates and then it leaves the hard minerals left on the shower door. Also, since I've been researching, I just heard that you can actually apply Rain-X to the door, which helps the water bead up and then fall right off the shower and doesn't let the water sit there and evaporate. Usually you use Rain-X for your car, but you can use it on your shower window, so I'm totally ordering that next. Whew, I have my lights on in here to film and it's getting really hot, so I'm gonna take this jacket off. Okay, and then for those asking for Bumpy, here it is. At the time I'm filming this, I'm almost 17 weeks, so when this video comes out, I'm probably like almost 18 weeks, but yeah. All right, product number 4 is this magnetic acrylic calendar that I found for my kitchen. So I used to have this like really big whiteboard, and it was like a framed whiteboard calendar that went on my wall, and it was totally giving like farmhouse vibes. which I really enjoyed at the time, but it was taking up a huge part of my wall. And one of my goals is to make my home feel like airier, less cluttered, and just like visually peaceful. And so that was just not helping me reach those goals. So I wanted something that would blend in, but still be super functional. So I found this one that's magnetic so that I can go on the side of my fridge. The nice part is it keeps the front of my fridge clutter-free, but the side can be functional, so I love having it right there. So the calendar's magnets are super strong. You can see that it just like clings to the side of the fridge, which is really nice because I didn't want it to fall down every single time we shut the door. And I love the fact that it's clear because it just like I said, blends in, but I know it's there so I can refer to it. I also really love the gold accents on it. I think the gold magnets with the gold grid for the calendar are really beautiful. It also came with this white holder for dry erase pens, as well as a red, blue, and black dry erase pen with their own eraser, which was really nice. So I could just hang those up right next to the board. I think it came with a bigger eraser that was like lime green or something, if I'm remembering correctly. It didn't fit the vibes and I didn't need it, so I tossed it. Which is also a tip, if you get a lot of packages or order items and it comes with other accessories that you didn't need, like don't feel bad about letting those go because that just like creates additional clutter that you have to manage. I think it's really functional, yet blends in to help me create the goal of like a peaceful, airy aesthetic in my kitchen, which is lovely, and I would highly recommend it. It's held up very well and erases clean every time. Okay, my friends, my last and final fifth item, I'm doing this, is this shark mop. I have to tell you, I cannot believe I waited so long to get this. So I never spent money on an automated? Is that the right word? I don't know, that's what we say in lab. I never spent money on an automated mop before, like a powered mop, because my mom, you know, being part of a Polish family, we were taught to clean our floors on our hands and knees using a mop bucket and a rag. And that is a lot of work. And being pregnant, I'm just like, I do that enough with my kids. I just feel like I don't want to do that anymore. At some point in my adult life, I bought a Swiffer and I was like, hey, I leveled up, no longer using a rag. But it is not doing the trick for whatever my kids have spilled on the floor. And it doesn't make me look forward to cleaning. Like, using the Swiffer is not as fun as using this shark mop. So I've been searching and I found this affordable option on Amazon, and it's very lovely, it's very low maintenance, it's super easy to use, and let me show you how to use it. It comes with 4 of these round cleaning pads, so 2 for in use and then 2 more for extra, which is nice. You just throw them in the washing machine after you wash your floor with them so that they just come right off the mop, and then you have 2 clean ones. So it's super nice that you have a little bit of redundancy without having too many accessories. So like I said, you just take the 2 pads and you pop them right onto the bottom of the mop. They just like pop on super securely and easily. It also comes with this slim shaped cup, and you fill it with water and then fill that water into the mop. So the mop is actually activated by steam. So once you fill that in, it's kind of like an iron. If you have an iron or a clothing steamer, there is heat on the inside and it creates steam that comes out the bottom of the mop. So once you plug in the mop, you can actually change the cleaning intensity from like low all the way to heavy. So it's like, duh, I'm using the heavy one. And I was reading reviews, and a lot of the reviews said that the mop would be ready right away. The steam would come out right away and you didn't have to wait for it to heat up. And I totally agree with those reviews. The mop is usually instantly ready for me. I was worried about the mop being too hot, and the reviews said that it didn't overheat or get too hot to use or on the floors. And I can attest that was true. That was something I was worried about because I have engineered, it's not like real ceramic tile, you know, so I wasn't sure, but it does not heat up the floor. It doesn't get super hot. So what I love is this mop is self-gliding, so it doesn't take a lot of effort to push and get it going. It also has this light, which I didn't even realize from the reviews that I watched, but it makes it really nice to see inside small corners or under cabinets or under tables where it's a little darker. You want to make sure you're getting everything. So it's worked on cake stains from my kids' coffee from me, sticky spots where like dust has gone over it. Like, it's insane the things I couldn't get up with just like a rag or the Swiffer. I even had some grout. So when we applied the floor, we had to put grout on it. There was still some grout that was stuck. You kind of have to like go over your floors many times to get grout that isn't in the grout line off of the tile. And it's been 2 years since we installed it. There's different spots on my floor that were really hard to get up, and it just like took some of that grout right out. So, or loosened it up and I was able to wipe it off. I was just like, this is like amazing. Like my floor just looks so much cleaner. I even have a few small scratches in my floor, and because I wasn't able to get them fully clean, you can clearly see the scratches because they look dirty. But then I would go over with them with this mop and I was like, wait, they're gone. Like the scratches are obviously there, but it's clean, so then you can't see them, which I was like, bonus. Seriously, I was shook. So if you want to, you can spray down a cleaning spray before you go over it with the mop. I use the Bono one. You can use it on hard surfaces, which I love. It doesn't have a smell though. And so because the mop is steam activated, if you are wishing for that like just clean floor scent, you're not gonna get it unless you pick a cleaning spray that has that scent. So it's personal preference. For me, I don't mind. I can make my house smell clean in other ways, and the floor just looking clean is like all I need. But if you want it to smell like lemony fresh, like that's up to you. You'll need to pick a spray that has a scent. Honestly, I cannot believe I waited so long to do this. Like this is an investment in keeping your house nice for a long time. And I was worried that maybe I was gonna ruin our floors by not being able to get them clean. But now I just feel like I've extended the longevity of the floor's life, and I'm taking care of my home, and I'm so proud of it. And actually, I look forward to using it. Like every time there's a little spill, I'm like, I'm gonna get out the mop. And not being able to get my floors clean kind of turned into like, I'm a bad homeowner, and then it was like, I must just be a bad mom and I'm not able to keep up. And that's just wrong thinking. The issue is I didn't have the right tool to clean my home. So instead of creating, you know, a dip in confidence by just like consistently not having what I need to be able to do my job, which is clean the house well, like invest in yourself and get something nice like this, because it's an instant mood changer. I'm like, I can do anything. I can keep my floors clean. Like this is amazing feeling to me, and no, you're doing a good job. You are doing a good job. So there you have it, my friend, my 5 top Amazon products I've been using to keep my home clean and organized. A clean and organized home helps our days flow more easily, less stress, more peace, and it boosts our self-confidence. You got this, mama. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.